This week we take a break from travel. Kind of. We're going home for the holidays. To my hometown, that is. I'll share with you where I grew up and some hidden gems when visiting Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Our adventure is starting at the Fort Lauderdale Airport, and I'm really excited because joining us on this trip is my youngest son, Lennon. Are you ready to go home? What are you excited most about? Are you hoping for snow?
There's nothing really to be excited.
Are you hoping for snow? Are you hoping for snow?
Mom.
I mean, this trip is starting off perfectly. It's really not the holidays until a mother annoys her son. We just got to DC and now we're heading to a very small town, Akron, Pennsylvania, which is about 2.5 hours from the DC airport. So that's where we're heading to. Lancaster County is about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia. Lancaster is made up of several small towns, including the small town of Akron, where I'm from. When we say Lancaster, you say Amish. These two often go hand in hand, being that Lancaster, PA is home to one of the largest Amish populations in the United States. The county is known for rolling hills, beautiful farmland, and a relaxing way of life. After getting in a little later than we wanted to due to the DC traffic, we got some rest, and the next day we headed over to one of my favorite places in Lancaster County. So we're here in Lititz. Lititz, I would say, is the quintessential small town. It's so cute. I can't wait to show you around. Lititz is a very old town, dating back to the early 1700s. Coming here as a little girl, I have many fond memories, especially enjoying fireworks in the park on the 4th of July. But it's grown so much since I left. With new gift shops, coffee shops, breweries, now calling Lititz home, it's become a destination. Now we'll stroll over to the heart of the town. The Lititz Springs Park is a great spot to take a stroll, let the kids play, or feed the ducks. A lot of people come to Pennsylvania, they come to see Hershey Park, which Hershey Park is a lot of fun. But the locals love this place for chocolate. And this is the old Wilbur Bud factory. So up until about 2016, it was a functioning chocolate factory here in Lititz, Pennsylvania. And they made the factory into condos and I think a hotel, because people have told me they stayed there. But across the street, they still have a Wilbur Bud store. So we're gonna go check that out because I'm here in Lititz and I need those Wilbur Buds.
It smells like chocolate.
So even though that large brick building across the street is no longer the Wilbur Chocolate Factory, the majority of the chocolate production is still done in PA, including here at this store, in addition to a Mount Joy and Hazleton facility. Now that I have my chocolate, it's time to pop into the Tomato Pie Cafe for some coffee and to taste test these Wilbur Buds. Wilbur Buds. I used to work for a radio station here in Lancaster and we had a partnership with Wilbur Buds. So we would get Wilbur Buds every Christmas for our clients and I would always eat like a can all by myself. This is Wilbur Bud. I mean, it's so good. Oh, it just feels like Christmas. I just love it. So Lititz was definitely busier than I remember it. It might be because there's a lot of people shopping before the holidays. What a picturesque place to shop before the holidays. Super cute. And I'm excited for Lititz because it's always been a really nice place and I hope more people come to visit.
After our stop in Lititz, I took Lennon for a ride on the old country roads that we know and love so much.
So there's always like these little farmer stands that you can get fresh produce and pumpkins and all sorts of different stuff. And it's like real cheap. It's like you get pumpkins for like $1. And it's like awesome. And there's tons of those everywhere. If you want produce for like when you're cooking, just come down to the local farmer stand. And a lot of times they're not even like attended by anyone from the farm. You just leave your money in a basket. It's so nice.
When people find out I'm from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, they usually have a lot of questions. Some common answers to questions I receive: yes, many still use horse and buggies. Yes, Amish typically make their own clothing out of simple colors like purple, blue, black, gray. Women many times don't use buttons. They'll use pins to close their clothing. And you'll see men using suspenders versus belts.
Okay, so tonight we're at Green Dragon. Green Dragon is nestled in the small town of Ephrata, Pennsylvania. It's a place near and dear to my heart. I used to come here with my parents every Friday night. It's only open one day a week. It's a farmer's market that you can find almost anything your heart desires, from clothing to vintage goods to home decor to meats to produce to restaurants, homemade candy. It's just a large variety of anything that you could possibly need. It's just a really neat place to visit. So if you want to go somewhere in Lancaster County that's local country market with anything your heart desires, including those Lancaster County famous soft pretzels, then Green Dragon is the place to go. So let me go show you around.
We're meeting up with my family to start here at the candy counter. I've been coming here since I was a kid.
Do you like the candy store? Do you? Yeah.
The nice thing about coming home is many things don't change, including this stand and this nice woman. They've been here since I was little, and I can't wait to purchase my favorite red shoestring licorice.
I'm going to also have a pound of the strawberry laces. Okay. Yeah.
First family tradition complete. Green Dragon has 30 plus acres, which includes free parking and indoor and outdoor shopping. Usually on summer evenings, it's packed out here, but tonight it's cold, so it's not as busy as what I typically expect. But this is the way to finding those famous Lancaster County soft pretzels.
There's nothing more traditional than pretzels. Pretzels, Lancaster County soft pretzels. So,
why is Lancaster County known for pretzels? Well, it's said that German immigrants who settled here in the late 18th and 19th centuries brought with them a long tradition of pretzel baking. While accounts vary, one source claims that the first American pretzel was baked in 1861 in Lititz. As the story goes, sometime around 1850, the bread baker Ambrose Roth obtained the recipe from a hobo as a thank you for a hot meal and some hospitality.
Is the 3 for $5 for the regular pretzels?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. Anything else for you?
I don't think so. Anybody?
I think so.
Want it heated?
Yummy. Yeah.
$5.
All right.
Many of you have probably eaten at Annie Ann's Pretzels at some point in your life. The famous pretzel chain was founded here in Lancaster. Its founder, Annie Byler, lived in Lancaster County, and the headquarters for Annie Ann's is located right downtown.
All right, here you go.
Pretzels.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna go in for the taste test.
Check out the goods. You want a bite?
You want a bite?
Want a bite?
Okay, no.
He might. He might. Nice and warm.
Tastes like home. Right here. All right. So if you find yourself in central Pennsylvania on a Friday, head over to Green Dragon. Take a stroll. Eat some food. Maybe make it a family tradition. From ours to yours. So after a very long day, it was back home to play some cards. I mean, it's just not home for the holidays unless you get around the table to play some good old Texas Hold'em.
Oh, she's aces.
She's got aces.
He has an ace. Says everyone just fold. Don't give her money.
Yeah, I'll play with you.
Oh. Keep these.
One more card.
I forgot being a dealer.
Oh, 7.
What are you gonna do?
That's crazy.
Oh, I'll put another one.
Hey,
What do you got?
So Joss.
Pair.
told you.
Damn it!
She doesn't lie.
You like jacks and 7s.
Something new to me is this place, Black Forest Brewery. My brother, who wanted to get out of the house, requested we come here. The Black Forest Brewery is a family-owned business and expansion to the 1777 Americana Inn Bed and Breakfast here in Ephrata, PA. Cheers!
Cheers.
Drinks and Philadelphia football? I already love this place.
Oh, they just scored. We missed it.
And of course, we ordered some food. This is called the Nashville Hot. It's a hand-battered chicken thigh tossed in Nashville hot sauces, topped with pickles, and the famous garlic dill aioli. Harold likes spice. I like pickles. This was the perfect handheld for us to share. Delicious. That was so much fun, and the Eagles won, so we were heading off. And then...
Oh. Thank you. We wouldn't have gotten gas. Thank you.
Gosh, people are nice here. Really makes me miss home. The Black Forest Brewery had a great atmosphere, delicious food, amazing beer. Definitely stop by if you're ever visiting central Pennsylvania. That concludes this week's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing parts of where I grew up in central Pennsylvania. I was only home a few days and would love to recommend more for you to see in Lancaster County, so I'll leave those ideas in the video description below. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And lastly, happy holidays!